The Magnificent Seven is the latest Antoine Fuqua film and tells the story of 7 gunmen banding together to save a small town during the 1800s. This film stars Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, and Ethan Hawke. And although I wasn't the biggest fan of Antoine Fuqua's last film, Southpaw, I was casually looking forward to this movie as I thought it could be a fun throwback to old Western films, but I was also a little hesitant because I thought it had the recipe to become its own cliche. Luckily, the film did not do that and really lived up to the title of being magnificent. I have not seen the original Magnificent Seven nor the Seven Samurai, which is actually what both films are based off of, but I am a fan of the Old West, and it's always been a time period that I found fascinating. While I may not be the biggest supporter of movie reboots, we don't get enough old Western films anymore. It's something that's kind of faded away. And the last batch of actually good Western films we've gotten have been from Tarantino, and those films usually have their own Tarantino spin on it, so they're different in a way, and I gotta say it was very refreshing to see this film. It's just as much fun as an old spaghetti Western film was. The acting in this film is great, and with a band of characters, I felt like Fuqua gave each individual a chance to shine, having the audience learn more about their character motivations, all while kind of latching on to one / rooting for them. And though this film may not be visually striking with generic shots / cuts, I felt like the atmosphere in this film was unreal. It felt like a page ripped right out of the 1800s. The setting is well realized and just feels real. Also, the action in this film, it's very gripping and violent, and though it's very kind of infrequent and you don't get it as much as you want, when the shit goes down, it really does go down. My only real complaints with this film is I felt like the downtime in the story was pretty slow. I did appreciate the character building, but it lacked any real excitement, and I felt like a few minutes could have been shaved off its runtime. Also, this film had a tough time managing whether to be a comedy or a drama in some parts. It didn't really take me out of the movie all too much, but it was still prevalent. This is a very fun film from start to finish, and although it may not be the most original thing in the world, it's a great callback to old Western films. I actually may be one of the only people who actually really enjoyed this film, so if you're planning on watching it, understand that it's not uber serious or it's not the most perfect thing in the world. It's just a fun popcorn flick, and with a killer third act, which I'll be honest left me quite shocked with the ways everything turned out. Overall, this has been one of the most enjoyable movies I've seen so far this year, and with that being said, The Magnificent Seven gets an 8 out of 10. Alright guys, this has been your favorite critic 26 with my review of The Magnificent Seven. If you enjoyed this video, please smack that like button as always, share it to your friends, and subscribe for more videos. My next review will be of Don't Breathe, so check that one out in a couple days or so, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.